Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and thought what I'd do today is use up some ham. I know we've had our Thanksgiving and the Americans are about to have theirs, so the chances are we're going to need to find some quick, easy things that we can do with ham. Well, the first thing is I've got some potatoes just quietly simmering away there. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, small ones. And they're yellow potatoes. Now here, I've just warmed up the fry pan. And by the way, when you use one of these ceramic type pans, be very careful, turn your heat down. They don't need nearly the high heat that we're used to having with other pans. And if you get this sort of, I've especially got some oil here that has overheated, that is not in the pan, it is a skin above the pan, just so that you know that. And that's why cleaning it actually is easier than you think. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is the obvious thing, which is to cook up some onion. And I've also got some leeks that I'm going to add in. I just like the taste of leeks. And we're just going to soften these up. That's really all that we're interested in. And as you can see, this pan, even I got it on at 5.5, and even this is slightly too hot. So I'm going to put it down to 3.5. Again, a really good idea when you've got a ceramic pan, it uses far less energy. And I didn't know that when I first had a ceramic pan. So it's another really good reason to have one. So I'm just going to let that cook a little bit. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of, ooh, nice noise. I've got a little bit of celery and about a quarter of a cup of celery and a quarter cup of peppers. Just going to cover it so that there's some liquid. The steam will create some water, which in turn will sort of steam it nicely. So the potatoes are just going to be cooking nicely. So that's beginning to soften up a bit. I'm going to add a few frozen mushrooms that I froze earlier in the month. And by the way, this is a really easy recipe. You can basically throw in any vegetables you want to. And also, I've chopped up about 2 big slices of ham. So I'm going to throw those in now. Okay, we're just going to let that warm up and wait for the potatoes to finish boiling. Now I also found in my fridge some pre-cooked carrots, so I'm going to add that in here at this point. And again, because it's already cooked, it just needs to be mixed in. Well, the potato is all cooked, so I've cubed it up like sort of, about 1-inch cubes, I guess. I'm now going to stir in the ham mixture and vegetables. Just mix that all up. Well, now I'm going to make the cheese sauce to go over the top, and basically I've got about a cup of flour. I'm going to get a couple of tablespoons of butter in there, and now I'm just going to add some milk to this and whisk it up so that it's all equal. Now we know that everybody's got their own way of doing white sauce, so what I've done is I've mixed up mine with enough milk so that it's runny, like this. So it's really about the consistency of cream. And the way I do mine, and it's not the right way, and that's okay, is I just mix in a little at a time and let it cook. And I haven't got it full on the burner. You see that there? I've got it about half on because that will help it cook nicely but not too quickly. So what I'm really doing is moving the warmer liquid into the cooler, and that helps you not get too many problems. Well, as you can see, I've just cooked it until now it's really thickened up. Can you see that? Which is exactly what you want. And now you're going to do two things. We now know that it's cooked because of the consistency. Now we're going to add some more milk and bring it down a little bit till we get the consistency that we want. And quite honestly, it looks like it'll never come together. Right, you've got this gooey stuff and then you've got the milk, but all you do is just very quietly start mixing it in. Now I've worked that milk in just about. You can see it's just a little bit on the outside now that hasn't worked in, but it's still much thicker than I want, so I'm going to add some more milk and do the same again. Going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I've added more pepper than salt because the cheese itself is salty and so is the ham. So you don't want to overdo the salt in this. Okay, so I've got the cheese pretty well mixed in now. So I'm now going to pour it over the potato mixture with the ham. one last thing before I pop it in the oven. I've got the oven preheated at 350. I'm just going to put some breadcrumbs on top.